Hi, I'm Margaret and welcome to Garden School. I've been talking a little bit about seed viability and how to test for it to see whether your seeds are maybe too old to be planted in this next season. Well, so today we're going to begin a test, a viability test on some pea seeds. Let's talk about that. Now, I have a very undocumented problem here. I have seeds from a red envelope. These are pea seeds, so they're the edible pod peas. And I have seeds from a green envelope. I know that the green envelope seeds were harvested in, I think, from 2021. Okay, so those are 3 years old. I'm not sure about the red packet, but I'm pretty sure that they came from the same source. But they could be a year older. Anyway, I thought we would take a look and do a test. Now, what I'm going to do is select 10 seeds from the red envelope seeds and 10 seeds from the green envelope seeds. Now, as we do this, we're going to pick the very best ones. So there is a little, a really tiny one there, and a couple that look brown. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to select the ones that are the fullest, the ones that show the least shrinkage, and not any evidence of mold or mildew or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to do that with the red packet pea seeds, and I'll do the same with the green packet seeds. But let's do the red ones first. These are the seeds I've decided not to use for this viability test. You can see that some of them are quite tiny. They're all pretty shriveled. Some are a little bit discolored. To contrast, these are the 10 that I've selected to do the viability test. And they're plumper, they're fuller, they're bigger. And I think that they will be a good example of the seed packets I have. Now, if you don't have that many seeds, you might want to reduce your 10 seeds to 5. What we want to do is see that we have 70% germination. That will tell us that we have pretty good viability on the remaining seeds. So I have my 10 seeds selected from the red packet and the green packet. And now I'm going to just add a little bit of water to the paper towel to really dampen the whole paper towel. What I want to do is let these seeds be in a nice, moist environment to facilitate germination. And then when that towel has absorbed everything, I'm going to just fold it over like this to try to keep the moisture in contact with the seeds. And then I'm going to slide this plate into a plastic bag and seal it up so that it will become a little humidity center. There we go, in a little Ziploc bag. If you have a little plastic clamshell or something like that from takeout, you can use something like that. Something that will allow light to still permeate and get to the seeds as they germinate. Now, I'm going to keep this indoors in kind of a normal room temperature area, because if we were starting these pea seeds, we may want to start them on a germination heat mat. Heat will help seeds germinate, but just for the germination process. So I'm not going to use a heat mat for this. I'm just going to use my air temperature, my room temperature in my house. Once they do germinate though, peas are one thing that don't like it to be too hot. They will do a little bit better in a cooler soil. So that's why we wouldn't keep pea seeds that have germinated on a heat mat, on the heat mat to grow. Well, now the next thing we need to do is just wait. This might take 7 days, maybe a little bit more. We'll check them and see when we have some germination, but I want to wait long enough so that I do get a good idea of what my percentage of germination is. That will tell me, are these pretty viable? Do I need to maybe double plant when I plant them? Or when I start them, just so that I get the number of plants that I would desire. So it has been 6 days since we put these pea seeds onto the wet paper towel and sealed them up in the plastic bag. Now you can see this row right here is the seeds from the green seed packet, and those were seeds saved from a harvest in 2021. That was a harvest 2 years ago. These seeds right here are from a packet from a harvest in 2019. So that is a harvest 4 years ago. And you can see the difference here. Every one of these 10 seeds here from the fresher seeds has germinated. And you can see the little root forming there. That's great. And even a little bit from the leaf part coming out of that cotyledon. On the other seed packet, the one that is 4 years old, we have 7 that germinated, 3 that did not. So that is a 70% germination rate, which is still acceptable. If you wanted to use these seeds, you might want to plant a little bit more, knowing that you probably will get only a 70% germination rate. Whereas this is going to be really good. So 100% in our test sample. Of course, this is a small test sample. But you can see in this quick experiment that we did the difference between a fresher seed and an older seed. And this is in a pea, and it shows us that the viability of a seed decreases with age. Well, I have plenty of the packets of seeds that were saved from both years, but I think what I'm going to do is focus on the fresher seeds. I have enough, and I will do that for this year. Well, there's a small experiment, a very simple experiment that you can do in just a few days to see the viability of seeds. And if you have less than a 70% germination rate, you may want to consider just pitching those seeds and buying fresher seed. You can just double things up and see what your result would be there. Well, that's up to you. So there's always more to learn here about seeds. There's always more to learn in the garden. Bye-bye.